Automation and the rise of artificial intelligence could put the squeeze on many jobs, sadly, heading into the middle of the 21st century.
But former journalist and business communications expert Andrea Clarke thinks individual talent will be just as important as technology, as she writes in her new book called Future Fit. Andrea joins us now in the studio. Thanks so much for coming in this morning.
Morning. Thank you for having me.
You yourself have had quite a varied career. How have you seen the workplace change over that time?
Oh, fairly dramatically. And in my case, obviously, I'm a former reporter. In 2008, I decided that it was time for me to step out of journalism and pursue another career path. So my career has definitely been non-linear. And I think all of us can see major changes sweeping through the workplace. So we need to start considering how do we stay relevant and competitive in the next sort of 10 to 15 years.
Andrea and I crossed paths in Washington. Andrea was a fantastic reporter. She won't say that herself. You start the book with a really telling story. You went from journalism to work for a big aid agency, went overseas with that agency as well, and then all of a sudden found yourself out of a job. So tell us briefly about that and how you used that devastating event, I guess, to reshape your career.
It was, and thank you for asking. It was one of those moments where I was genuinely rocked. I think that for anyone who's been through redundancy, that feeling of total vulnerability. But for me, what came out of it was, how can I future-proof myself? What are the skills that I need to take on board to always be in business as an individual? And then how can I empower others to feel or to never really feel that degree of vulnerability again. So it was quite a dramatic catalyst to me pursuing another career path and ultimately creating a business that trains people to communicate with authority and stay relevant in their career.
You write about the importance in that instance and for all people of reputation and having your own personal brand to future-proof your own career.
Definitely. Reputation capital is so critical for all of us. Our reputations are already leaving a trail. And so I believe that in a looser and less structured work environment where our visibility will be probably will be seen in micro moments by important people in the workplace. So therefore it's far more critical that our LinkedIn profiles are totally up to date and that our skills are also current.
I think a lot of people would share that sense of fear, even if they haven't gone through a redundancy. We talk about, AI taking over many jobs in the future. What do you think that humans will be able to offer that the technology won't be?
Well, I think it's important to know that the future of work is about talent and not technology. There is widespread evidence that demonstrates the number one concern for CEOs and the biggest threat to their business is the availability of skills. And if we look at that more closely, it's the soft skills that are missing. So, remarkably, 91% of CEOs know for a fact that they need to upgrade the soft skills of their employees alongside digital. So there's an opportunity alert for all of us because we can all develop those soft skills without going to university, without going to Harvard.
And when you speak about soft skills, what exactly does that look like?
Well, it looks like, in my case, I've chosen the 8 skills that the World Economic Forum say should be a priority for all of us, and they are leadership, problem solving, creativity, networking, communication, and reputation capital.
Leadership
and continuous learning.
Continuous learning, which is where the soft skills come in, and leadership is often understated or underrated, I guess. It's very important, not just for CEOs, but for your own personal brand as well.
Oh, definitely. Leadership is it's critical, and we'll need to lead in a whole new way in a new era. Sort of shockingly, 70% of business leaders are concerned that their own leaders within the business don't have the right skills to lead in a new workforce. So leadership is, I think we need a new level of bold in leadership.
And our workplaces and leaders within the workplace helping to train up their workforce as well?
Oh, absolutely. Ultimately, I think the responsibility for finding, securing and delivering work is shifting to the individual in ways that we have not seen before. So we can't wait for business should be taking a lead, but we can't necessarily wait for them. I think we all have that responsibility to recognise where our own skill gaps are and then respond accordingly.
Andrea Clarke, it's great catching up with you again.
Likewise.
Congratulations on the book and great advice for everybody.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having me.